Welcome to this podcast. My name is Shalom Nyirenda, and this is Group 7. Introduction. This project demonstrates practical applications of free statistical tools like Excel, Stata, and R Studio. The analysis focuses on student data and selected datasets. Each tool is used to perform descriptive statistics, population models, diagnostic tests, and visualization. The aim is to compare outputs across platforms and highlight their relevance for socioeconomic analysis. Group collaborations include podcast, presentation, and recorded demonstrations. I'm going to start with Excel.
Patrick Gambi. We'll start by demonstrating on how to create an Excel workbook using Google Sheets. We'll start with the first presenter, Yude Maganga.
My name is Brinimaga. So first of all, go to Google, open Google. After that, you create a blank spreadsheet. Then you rename the spreadsheet. For example, student data analysis.
Okay, thanks. Billy Daddy, I just explained. This Google Sheet is online form. First of before everything, let me explain page to connect our PC or laptop internet. Thanks.
Second task is to explain the difference between the VLOOKUP and the XLOOKUP and show an example in worksheet 1.
My name is Tracy. I'm going to demonstrate on how VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP functions work using sheet 1. Okay, VLOOKUP searches vertically from left to right only. Okay, the formula is VLOOKUP A2, comma, then we are going to select our range, which is A1 to C10, comma, then we're going to press 2, comma, then we're going to write false and the cross brackets. When we execute this function, we're going to get a value which is a corresponding value. Okay, XLOOKUP is a flexible function. It goes on both directions. The formula for XLOOKUP is XLOOKUP open brackets A2, comma, then our range which is A1 to A10, comma, then another range which is B1 to B10, then close bracket and execute the function. Okay, an example of lookups is student ID, which returns program for gender.
That's all about the differentiating between VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP in worksheet 1. Therefore, we will create another sheet, which is we'll name it as sheet 2, and copy the student's data into sheet 2. This is our data. My name is Hashim Sosa, and we'll rename column headings to short phrases such as family, gender, and program. My question is, why are we renaming those variables?
Okay, the reason we want to make long name to short. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So we'll continue to demonstrate on how to create a pivot table showing students' gender across programs and produce true descriptive statistics charts of our choice according to the dataset.
My name is Mishek Mane. So I'll be taking you through how to create a pivot table. First of all, you highlight our data set, then you go to insert, then pivot tables. You create a new pivot table. Then now we need to add the variables that are going to be on the row section and the columns. So on rows, we are going to add gender. On columns, we are going to add programs. So we need also to include a certain value in order for our pivot table to be that good. So we are going to add the ID. Now our pivot table has been created. Now to create other two descriptive charts, we right now our pivot table. You go to the insert, then charts. So now you can see this is a bar graph. We can also do the same by go again on insert, charts, then on the right hand side you choose the style of our charts that we want. Now we have choose pie chart. Now our two other descriptive charts have been created, which is our bar graph and a pie chart.
So we proceed to demonstrate on how to create a pivot table on course relevance rating, which is in our case we will look at mathematics and computer across programs.
Once again, my name is Mishik Mari. After highlighting our data, we go to insert, then pivot tables, create new, and now add on those programs. Then since we have more than two variables, we are going to add as values. First value will be math learning, add another value, add another value, which is computer science reading. Now our pivot table has been created. As you can see, ABM has members for males and FETE for females.
Therefore, we proceed to task 7, which is to create a heat map on course relevance rating, mathematics and computer across programs. So,
My name is Precious Gomez. To create a heat map, you go to format, then you select condition formatting. After that, you apply class scale. So as you can see on the screen, the heat map has been created across the course ratings on mathematics and the computer.
My name is Fortunate Kuchona. Now we create a new sheet and input data on African countries with their respective petrol and diesel fuel prices in USD.
So to create maps for petrol and diesel, you highlight data and then a set, and then you go to chart, then geomap. And then you and then after doing that, as you can see, that's map for petrol. Now create separate maps for petrol and diesel prices. Now create separate maps for petrol and diesel prices. Now separate maps for petrol and diesel prices have been created. And by the way, my name is Brandina Kalia.
Okay. Okay, just throw a comment. Since we are dealing within Africa, not to the whole world, then to choose Africa only, go to the world, then choose Africa, so that we can focus on the Africa continent. Thanks.
This is our data analysis, our first data analysis using Excel. So firstly, we created an Excel workbook using Google Sheets, differentiate between VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP, created a pivot table, a heat map, and
and the geomap for petrol and
petrol and diesel across Africa.